Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I am your host, Crimson Sin.
N15 PCA.
Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to like, sub, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So, Star Trek Discovery, we find out who the Red Angel is. All this stuff that adds up comes out in this episode, and this is probably one of the worst Trek things that ever existed.
Yeah, forget being the worst thing in Discovery, because that's not saying much. So this is actually just in general. It's just terrible.
There's some stuff in this episode that is so ridiculous, so stupid, it doesn't belong in Trek. It has no place, no effect on the story except for SJW woke points, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But we start the episode out, and we're having a funeral for our robot lady, and everyone's sad and crying and telling all these sad stories.
Goes on for like 5-6 minutes. Ridiculous.
We don't know this character. No. Nobody cares.
Yeah, and then the complete opposite of it, they did nothing for that scientist to die. Nothing.
Remember the scientist that was trying to mansplain to Michael Burnham? Nothing. They don't even mention him. They don't even care. This robot lady dies.
On and on.
They're in tears. They're crying.
It's annoying.
Lips. And the audience, we don't care.
Yeah.
There is no person in the history of anything that watched this scene and felt bad.
No.
When this happened to Spock,
oh my goodness! In the second movie, yeah,
it hit me.
Oh yeah,
and I watched. It's like, oh god,
this is Malloy. Oh my goodness, Orville. I'd have been devastated
because we care about the characters.
Yeah.
We only got introduced to her backstory 25 minutes before she died.
Yeah.
So there's no impact. So this goes on and on and on and on. The only cool part is that Suru sang a death song, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah, it almost sounded like the Torah, like the Hebrew.
It did. Nice. It had a religious feel to it. And then she gets put in the sunglass case and shot out into space, like Trek style. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like you said, that goes on and on and on and on and on. Then they're in the turbo lift with Michael and Tyler. And then he's trying to say, well, I'm sorry for everything that happened. And she kind of blames Section 31 for everything. And rightfully so, because everything kind of comes back to Section 31.
Yeah.
And she's being really crappy with them, but well, whatever. They get to the ready room. They're talking with Captain Pike, Admiral What's-Her-Face, Tyler and Michael and Spock, and they're trying to explain, okay, we know this is some that supercomputer that we never knew about in Trek history ever, apparently got Skynet got sentience and wants to kill off human beings or all organic life. It's the same plot of Master Mold from the X-Men. It was designed to protect humans, but it realized to protect humans I have to get rid of them because they're all
it's a generic sci-fi show.
It's the most generic thing in the world.
Yeah.
Which is fine for an X-Men comic, and not Trek's supposed to be better than all that kind of stuff, but whatever. Yeah. So this future AI decided to wipe out humanity, and that's the that's the mystery.
Yep.
Nothing else.
Exactly.
So they're talking about this and everything, and then Tilly walks into the ready room. I'm sorry, and the door.
So
I should have knocked, but these doors open on themselves, and my God, Tilly, shut the hell up. It's not cute. It was never cute. It was never funny. It's just weird. Tilly is the most regressed character in the history of anything. She kind of grew at the end of season 1.
No, she's almost a babbling idiot now.
Yeah, a complete babbling moron.
Yeah.
But I guess she saw something in her, because when they were going through Robot Girl's mind, they're of course deleting all the files that aren't. And then she said, I saw something, and I thought it was some leftover data, but I guess it was a code, and it was a genetic code for the Red Angel.
Yep.
And when they scanned it, it's a complete perfect match.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yep. And they said it wasn't her, by the way.
Yeah, which is funny, because I remember, I read articles where they said it wasn't her, but at this point, we think it's her.
Yeah.
Then we do this outside camera angle, and the graphics look horrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's good for 5 years ago. It looks really bad, especially when Trek had really... Discovery had really good graphics up to this point.
But you notice how they did spend all their money early on. You can now see it now. You're seeing it, and the special effects are really going downhill.
So, yeah. It looks like the Dreamcast version of a Discovery game.
Yeah.
But they're like, what the hell? So I guess they're going to the medical bay. Instead of just showing them walk there, it does this weird transition, from outside back in.
Oh, it's so weird. What is it with the weird camera stuff? Yeah.
It's cinematic. But they're scanning all this stuff, and it's like, well, it's 100% Michael Burnham. And then they get this Spock's like, well, so if it's Michael Burnham coming back, that's why when he mind melded with it didn't. But none of this makes any sense. No. Then he's like, that would match her personality, taking on all this stuff on herself. And then Captain Pike does a little smile. This is not the end of the world or anything. Let's have a little chuckle.
Oh no, it's like there's no levity here. This is dire straits here, guys.
It's really, really, really dumb. they're getting contacted by the Section 31 ship's going to show up, and then it just goes straight for them teleporting. No communication.
No.
It's Baldy and Giorgio. And Giorgio's dressed just like she came from the Matrix Dominatrix shop. I don't know why
terrible.
It's an awful outfit.
Yeah.
It's fine for Blade Runner and other sci-fi stuff, not Trek. It's just ridiculous.
And the funny thing is, it's so weird. The captain dresses like they would. It's all black. That's fine. That's what they wear.
Because his looks like a Trek uniform that's just all black with no insignias or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So they explain all the information. They find out that it's Michael Burnham and everything. And they talk about the suit. And then apparently Section 31 invented this suit.
And well, when did you say something?
And they never shared this information before.
Yeah. And I know how Section 31 keeps secrets. I get that. But this is the end of the potential universe. Or at least their galaxy, if not the whole universe.
So Section 31 made a... First, they said they had spies as the Klingons were working on some type of time travel. They took that information, like they stole it, and then they made this suit. Because why make a ship to travel through time when you can just make a suit that flies around with wings? What?
And not only that, this is so beyond advanced even for like the time Picard was captain.
Yeah.
This is like level like the year 10,000 Federation technology. It's insane. And it makes micro wormholes, by the way.
Yeah, it makes micro wormholes, and that's how it travels through time. Here's the thing. I raised my hand. Where's the temporal police?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yes.
That's a canon thing that exists.
Yep.
Where the hell are they?
Yeah, if you watch any of Voyager and Enterprise, they're there. They're there. And even a little bit of DS9 for an episode.
They're a real thing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they interfere or stop this?
So stupid.
It's so dumb. So Section 31 knew all along what this Red Angel suit was.
Thanks for not sharing that information, guys.
And then Giorgio asked Captain, I need some of your smartest people to help work on a thing to be able to capture her. We're going to use their graviton beams.
The random push things out. They don't put things in.
It's so weird. Why did you say tractor? I don't know. Whatever the reason they say graviton beams. So they're trying to capture like a Pokemon, throw a ball at her, whatever. Who cares? Before she gets to her engineering room, Michael Burnham comes up to her. There's something, something more. And then George's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And of course she's a freaking lying sack of crap. And so we know there's more to the story here. Yes, they invented this suit. They knew all along, never told Starfleet, the High Commander, or anything. They just decided to keep this to themselves. Yeah, they did. They said they shuttered the project and they didn't go forward with it. But why would they ever stop?
Yeah, they wanted.
This is something that can control time.
Yeah.
And again, temporal police would do something about it. But whatever, we're going to just...
Yeah, well, you remember they don't exist anymore.
Because whoever did this didn't remember anything with Trek canon.
Yeah.
Anyways, Giorgio gets down to engineering, and she's working with Stamets and Tilly, and they're coming up with their, Pokemon catching device.
Oh my god, this is...
They're going to bring her... First, they're going to... She has like a temporal tether, which they don't call it that, which I think sounds way cooler. So whenever the Red Angel shows up, it opens in a wormhole. It keeps itself connected to its own time, so when it's done doing what it needs to do, it can come back.
Yeah.
So what their plan is to break the tether, close the wormhole, suck her into, like, I guess on this platform, and then hit it with an EMP, then put a containment field, so it can't get away. It's a pretty decent plan, but Stamets is like, well, we're going to need a ton of power, like 2.5 gigawatts or something. Now, he says some kind of number, but they need, like, basically 8 warp cores worth of energy.
Yeah.
Then Captain Convenience shows up. Giorgio says, oh, we got a planet that has all this energy. Okay, that's nice. That was exactly what they needed.
Point, I know, right?
But this is where this is the worst thing in Trek. Anything. Right. Find me something more cringy, more out of place, more just done for audiences today, and has nothing to do with Trek at all. She's kind of getting in Stamets' face, like uncomfortably close, and
Stamets starts wilting like a flower.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm intimidated. But then Hugh walks in.
Well, apparently people just walk in anywhere.
Yeah, we're coming up with a secret plan to save the universe. The doors are open for anyone.
And he's just a doctor. What is he going to bring to this
I guess he wanted to talk to Stamets.
But it's not...
I know, it's stupid. Just like how Tilly just barged in the captain's quarters. You could do that.
Yeah.
And he's there listening in on the thing. And then, of course, Giorgio's like... getting really uncomfortably close with them, and then he's like, he's gay, right? don't be so binary. In my time, he's pansexual. And then, like, it goes on and on about this weird about being gay and pansexual.
Remember, this is the thing about getting the capturing the Red Angel to find out what's going on and see if they can save the universe. And they're going about the sexual stuff right now.
And it goes on and on and on. And then Stamets says something that's really stupid. Oh, in any realities, I'm always gay. No,
that's not true.
Because there's realities where I'm gay. There's realities where I'm a woman. There's realities when I don't even exist. There's realities where I'm a white guy. There's realities where I'm black.
Especially the way Star Trek does it, it's infinite number of different universes.
So what you said is but are they trying to say if you're gay in one universe, it goes beyond all universes and all timelines of all things?
But apparently not, because in George's universe, he's pan.
So him and Lando are both pansexuals.
Oh, no. Don't you love that? At least Dan, this isn't freaking the high caliber of Han Solo, but still.
And then she even goes up to Hugh and calls him Poppy, because I guess they used to have like 3-ways. What the hell am I talking about? I should not be talking about Trek in 3-ways between people.
You think I'm talking about some tawdry sexual like show? You know, some kind of like, I don't know, Rescue Diaries or something.
Before anyone gets the remember in the alternate universe, the Terran universe, where Kira was basically sleeping her way through the freaking ranks.
But she did to get up the ranks.
But it wasn't so like this. No. It wasn't presented in such a weird way.
No.
And then they had this huge conversation about being gay and pansexual, and what the hell? This has nothing. It doesn't move the plot forward, and it's funny because
Tilly actually is the best line.
She's like, "What the hell just happened?" Yeah, and everyone in the whole entire viewing audience said the same thing.
Yeah. She wasn't saying it for her benefit. She's saying it for our benefit because that's what we were saying at that point.
Ridiculous.
It was insane.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then we get to we leave dirty Filthyville, and we get to like that security officer, the one with the breathing things. Yeah. I forget what her race is called. Yeah. But
it might be Benzonite. I'm not sure though.
She's catching up with Michael, and she's like, "I didn't get a chance to talk to you at the funeral," and because she was the one who hit the buttons to send her out, and she's like, I know how much she meant to you, and I'm sorry everything's had to happen the way, but my job is to save as many lives as I can.
I had to do it.
And Michael Burnham's like, you made the right decision.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you were there. And then she goes, I'm glad you were there trying to save her at least. Yeah. So I'm like, that was a nice...
That was actually a good scene, yeah.
Then we get to Suru and the Section 31 captain guy are working on the way to close the wormhole. And, they're kind of talking about what they're going to do, but then he's like, oh, did the captain say I needed like a handler? And then Suru goes, no, I wanted to assess you as a person to see, because my crew, the people I care about, are going to be in your hands, and I got to make sure I can trust you. And which is good. I like that. And Stamets, and not Stamets, but Suru kind of gets in his face, like he's like, yeah, if something goes down, I'm like, he didn't say this, but he tells like, I will kill you.
Yeah, basically.
Because Suru's hella strong.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have his fear anymore, so technically he can...
Yeah, I can still sense danger, even though I'm my Gango anymore. I can still sense it, but it doesn't mean I'm timid anymore either.
He goes, I know... I can sense that you will do everything you can to protect my crew and yours.
But you're still hiding things.
But I can tell you're hiding something. Yeah. And he's like staring him down. Michael Burnham walks in. It's like, I wonder what would have happened if she hadn't walked in.
Who knows? It might have went to blows, but it'd have been short.
Yeah, totally.
But they need to close the microhormone opens, because I guess that's where the AI comes out of too.
Yeah, I don't...
That's what they say. It's weird. That's the reason why they have to close it, but...
Well, and to make sure she can't escape.
Yeah, that's
because they want to ask it questions. Yeah. But why wouldn't it just leave messages behind?
At this point, did they mention the crystals already?
Oh, yeah, they talk about time crystals.
Oh, so dumb.
Can't they have given it... I know, I'm pretty sure they used the term time crystals in some other series at some other time. Let's give it something that's not so second grade.
Yeah.
This isn't Farscape.
No.
This isn't Babylon 5. I expect more. I expect something a little more colorful and scientific besides freaking time crystals.
No, I want the fire and water crystals.
Yeah, some weird Final Fantasy plot.
Yeah, so stupid.
The time crystal.
Yeah. That's so dumb.
I don't... It hurts my head how stupid it is.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
And that's the planet they're going to capture on. There's like a bunch of those time crystals there too. Whatever. Michael comes in and she's like, hey, Suru, why don't you go take a walk around the block? I got to talk to the captain here. And she's like, you need to tell me everything that's regarded to me, because since the Red Angel's her, she's like, I need to know everything about this because it's my life. He basically tells her everything. Her parents were Section 31.
Oh my goodness.
So they're the ones who built the time suit.
Of course. Because Borden always has to be... Not only is she important, her lineage is important too now. It's all important, Mike. Remember that.
So her parents built it, And she's like, no, they would never be Section 31. You're a stupid kid. How would you know anything? You weren't like working alongside your parents and you were like in your 20s or something. No, you were like 7. Why would they tell you, oh, honey, we work for a secret organization?
This is what people weren't even supposed to know about this organization, let alone you as a little kid.
Yeah, little kid. No, I would have known. Okay, Michael, sure, you would have known. It is so weird. Stupid.
But it made more sense only one of them be working for Section 31, not both parents. But
then that's when they're like, oh, some time crystals came up on the black market and we stole them. Time crystals on a black market? That's such a Star Wars.
And not only that, something they could have. What they would have did is they would have stole it, then blame someone else and caught them and proved that they did it.
Yeah,
that's how Section 31 would have handled it.
And they would have made themselves look like good guys and got the time crystals.
See, that's what Sloane would do. Sloane was so much more sly compared to this crap. This is so Mickey Mouse.
And so they stole the time crystals, and her parents went to the planet to keep working on this suit. Mm-hmm. And there's a supernova, so they want to try to use that energy too, I guess, to power it up.
And Burnham wanted to see the supernova too.
Yeah, so. but that was completely irrelevant. They would have stayed anyways. Yeah. And since they stole the original ideas from the Klingons, somehow they found out. And the Klingons came and killed their parents, and that's what caused Michael Burnham.
So you're telling me the other one's that sloppy that the Klingons would know about it? Nobody's supposed to. I mean, again, I know I keep harping on it, but they wouldn't do that.
So they're that's Michael's backstory. Her parents were Section 31, were working on a time machine suit. Klingons killed them because they were sent on this mission. But here's the thing, though. He didn't kill her parents. No. He was sending them on a mission. So that was like they weren't forced into this.
Not only that, Section 31, is a dubious organization, Burnham. So they were in some dubious stuff themselves.
So your parents weren't so damn clean after all.
Exactly. So that's like, okay, yeah, it's like you joining like Soldiers of Fortune. You know what I mean? It's gonna be kind of rough tumble here a little bit.
Yeah, you're a gun for hire. Things are gonna go down.
Exactly.
So she's like, it wasn't my fault this whole time. Oh, tears. And so her only response is to kick his ass. Yeah. So she like beats him up. That's for my mom and that's for my dad and these are for all the men down in the... It's so stupid. She just beats the crap out of him.
And he's a big dude. I mean, come on.
He just takes it. Breaks his nose and everything.
Yeah.
He's bleeding on the floor. Surprised he didn't kiss her feet too.
No, Sloane would not have put up with that. I'll tell you that right now.
So she finds out that her parents' deaths weren't her fault. Even if you wanted to stay for the supernova, you were a child. Yes. It's not your fault. You dumb, I don't want to cuss, you dumb B word. I hate it. It is so stupid.
Burnham, you're a little kid.
You were a child.
None of this is your fault.
She gets into the office and she confronts Tyler. Did you know? Did you know? And he's like, no, what? That Captain blah, blah, blah said got my parents killed? He's like, no, I didn't know that. You knew. You must have known. So apparently when you joined Section 31, you know everything about everything.
Yeah. And this is from the series when Starfleet people keep information away from each other. And now all of a sudden, somebody blabbing it out to everyone. What? Nate keeps secrets? Are you kidding me?
It also seems like everyone knows that Giorgio's from the alternate universe, the mirror universe. So it's so weird that nothing's secret.
But I don't even think Captain Pike still knows.
I don't think Pike doesn't know, but everyone else knows.
How weird is that?
The world where people can.
I mean, I can see people on Discovery know, but it's still stupid. It's stupid.
So she's yelling at Tyler. You knew. You didn't tell me. Surprised she didn't kick his ass too. Then we get to I guess the B plot. Hugh comes in. He was looking for the Admiral. Remember, that's why he went down there.
Yeah.
He was looking for the Admiral because he needed to talk to her. I guess she used to be a psychiatrist.
But they don't have any other any counselors on the ship.
Where's Troy? So he walks in and he's like, oh, can I talk to you? I know that you used to be a psychiatrist. Like, oh, sit down. And then she's talking to him. And he says he feels out of place. Like I've been saying from the beginning, they broke the natural cycle.
Yes.
Every fiber, every atom that makes him is telling him you don't belong here.
He needed, if at that point, he needed to say where he was at. I know he was hurting them. He needed to die there.
Yeah.
That's what he needed to do.
Instead of doing this weird rebirth thing where it should never have
happened. But I'm glad they're showing it that is a problem, because it would be.
So he's talking. He's like, yeah, I kind of having a back and forth. And she's kind of being a good psychiatrist. She's asking the right questions. And even she acknowledges because like, oh, you used the past tense. She's like, yeah, you're a new being. You have memories. He goes, but it feels like a dream.
Yeah.
So his love for Stamets, he goes, I feel those things, but it feels like someone else's life. And are they trying to say he's not gay anymore?
The funny thing is, when you're talking about identity, all that would irritate me. But in this case, it makes total sense because he is a new person now. He is different now. So, in a way, maybe they are saying it.
Maybe his feelings for Stamets are more that he cares about him and it's not like a sexual
anymore.
So are they trying to say that you can choose not to?
So the prime, what is this? I would say the prime, what is it called? The Mindochronicle Network or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, this mycelial.
Mycelial makes you. It's actually anti-gay on the church.
Here's the thing, because she even says you choose to love someone. Oh, wait, I thought it wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you know they're gonna get flack. Guaranteed. Watching season 3, they're gonna fix it.
Yeah,
that's not it. No,
so I'm wondering what kind of message they're trying. Maybe they were trying to say something, but the way I took it was, Hugh's not gay anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't have those homosexual feelings.
It was one of the moments, when you like see a deer and you hear a noise and it goes up like this, like what? This is so out of place for this series.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's also out of place for Trek in general.
Oh, yeah, it is, but at least it was just out of place for the series in particular. Yeah.
We cut to Michael. She's like in a training room. I'm assuming this is in the like a holodeck simulation.
They might have been. I think they do have workout areas. They did an Enterprise, but would they? I mean, the original Enterprise.
But this looks so dark. This looks so dark and weird.
No.
So she's like beating up a thing, and she's wearing kind of a cool little like workout outfit.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it looks really cool. She's beating the crap out of it, and then Spock shows up. I don't want to talk to you, Spock. You're the last person I want to talk to. Then Spock's like, you found out that you're the Red Angel. You also found out that your parents were killed.
How would he know?
Unless she told him. Unless that conversation was over the loudspeaker. When did he
Things
find out?
don't make sense in this thing.
When did he find out?
One of them were like, I know about the Red Angel, but I know something else is bothering you. I can tell, being a brother. Can you tell me what it is? And then she tells him. That would have made more sense.
I don't know, but he's like, oh, you found out all these things. So logic and
I mind meld with you without knowing it.
Your pain runs deep. Share with me. He's like, so logic and your heart and your mind, everything's failed you. And I know when that happens to me, it's quite uncomfortable. And she's like, he also brought up how she beat up that guy. How would he know that either? No. He went and bragged about it. Yeah, she whipped my ass, bro. Like, how would she know? Then he's like, I wish I would have been there. I think I would have enjoyed that. I thought that was kind of funny. And so they kind of, and which I thought was the nicest part was, he's like, I know it may not mean anything, but I accept your apology. That apology for everything she said.
And everything that happened here, I'll accept it now. But it's like, Spock, you shouldn't have been that mad to begin with.
So, like, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that part. That was kind of...
And then she goes, I'm glad you talked to me. But it's the word. So the man had to give her validation at that
so
point.
A male had to validate a woman and give her confidence. So it was a male that did it. My head's going to explode.
As I said, it's so out of place for the series. It's crazy.
That's how I interpret it.
Yeah, what else could it be?
Whatever they were going for, I guess that's what they were going for.
That's funny.
Then they do one of the... then they find out, they go, hey, wait a second. We've been trying to chase down this Red Angel, but we can make it appear. Because if it's me, and I put myself in mortal danger, it will have to save me, because then it won't exist. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, they talked about the grandfather paradox. Like, if you die in the past, therefore, how can you be in the future doing all
to
this
save yourself?
Yeah.
So it's so funny, because it's such a dumb concept, because why isn't the Red Angel coming back, just giving the information they need and leave? No, why is it being so coy?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they basically tell Captain Pike, hey, I'm going to go kill myself. And he's like, no, we can't let you do that. She's like, it's the only way.
Yep.
This only guaranteed way. And she's like, I wouldn't do this unless it was my life. And even if I do die, what are we talking about? Me or the lives of billions and billions of lives?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. So he kind of tentatively goes off with it. So they're coming together with the plan. I hate this. This is a trope that's in a lot of heist movies, a lot of like crime dramas, where you have a group of people talking about a plan, and it's happening as they're explaining it. So the explanation's in the past, but we're visually seeing the future.
Any moment I'm going to see Pike put on like a fedora.
First I'm going to walk in the front doors, and you see him walking in the front doors.
Yeah, it's Ocean's 8. They're walking in there.
While I'm going in here, you're going to be at the loading dock. And you're going to load up the thing. It's just, I hate
Remember the episode that is, say, Vic and Deep Space Nine, and they had to do that heist? That's what this was in the casino. But that was a holodeck program. It's supposed to be like that.
So as they're explaining everything, it's happening. So their plan is to go down to this planet. It has all that energy they need, plus has a horrible atmosphere. We'll go down there. We'll open up. We'll tie Michael Burnham down where this mouse trap is. And when she starts to die, this Red Angel will show up. Then we'll set the trap.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And so they're setting it all up, going through the big explanation and everything. And then right before, again, everything was happening as they were explaining it. But then it goes back and I just hate that trope. I hate it. Because everything that's happening now technically happened before what we saw. Michael is about to go on the mission, and Tyler comes to her room, and then he's like, well, this is going to work. And she's like, what if it doesn't? He's like, well, everyone here is going to do everything they can to save you. And then they have like an embrace and a kiss, because they do care about each other.
Yeah.
Even though she kind of hates him for everything that happened, she still loves him.
Yeah, and she apologized to him. I was out of line for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were, Burnham.
Throwing
He
that
didn't
out
know.
about you knowing about what happened to my parents because he probably didn't know.
No, he wouldn't know.
Because why would he even look it up unless they get, hey bro, come inside. Hey, I'm the one that killed him. Like, why would he even know that?
And he really didn't. He just didn't protect him enough.
Yeah, he didn't purposely kill them.
Yeah.
Why would he kill his own agents unless there was some other reason? Which makes me think that maybe there is. Because why was he spilling the beans so easy?
I don't know.
But
but he's so intimidated by Michael Burnham. Yeah, sure, okay, that's got to be it.
so we get back to the bridge and we see the blonde lady walk on the bridge. I'm like, oh, that was that girl I thought was pretty hot in the last episode.
So
that was
they're
doing
putting
a
her
lot
on
of
the bridge
talking.
now.
So now she's taking the place of the robot lady.
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of has an ominous look. Again, the audience doesn't care because we never knew her.
And not only that, well, that's what happens in Starfleet.
People die.
You die. I mean, they have to. Yeah, people think. Right.
So she's on the bridge now, and hopefully we get to see more of her. I like the way she looks. So we get back down to the planet, and this is another scene. I'm glad Stamets handled it this way. Hugh's trying to talk to him about their life, and he's like, "Not right now."
Yeah.
He goes, "This isn't the time or place, and there may never be a time and
Yeah,
place."
you made your feelings clear to me.
Yeah,
So I have to process this.
And
now.
right now, this is more important than whatever we are.
See, that was a good part, and then it shows George in the background, like, oh yeah,
Like, that's like time to make a move. She saunters over to him.
I know, right?
It's like, what is this? Whispers in his ear. Yeah, meet me in my quarters. Like, what the hell is this? I'll make a pan man out of you.
Bad man. Oh jeez.
So they're going over the plan. Okay, she has 2 minutes to live,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be super painful because it's not only the lack of oxygen, it also like the atmosphere is like acidic.
Yeah.
So it's gonna like burn your skin and stuff too.
Yeah, cue the like you said, Total Recall.
Yeah, like would have been funny. Her eyeballs bug out and everything.
She's all.
If I cared more about this, I would find the clips and put them in here. But
No.
someone else can do that. There's an idea. Make sure you quote me.
Yeah.
Then okay. She gets on a communicator and she's talking to. This is another a sin. This is a sin beyond sins. She's talking to Tyler, and Tyler's like, Michael. She's like, I know. Han Solo.
Yeah.
She literally ripped the line from Star Wars.
It wasn't bad enough they ripped apart a scene of Superman 2. Now they gotta rip it like
we had Super Lips from Stamets, and now we have I know.
Yeah.
That's such it's so part of Star Wars.
And this area she's in looks like a Star Wars set.
Yeah,
so it makes it even worse.
It's like Tatooine.
Yeah, it does.
It's ridiculous. So they're gonna then we have like a 25-minute. No, we got like a 10-minute little scene where Spock's like strapping her in.
Yeah.
And that gets supposed to build up all this tension because she's basically gonna die or this close to dying. Yeah. And as Spock's walking away, she's like, well, what if it doesn't work? Then he's like, well, then I'll be charged with killing another Starfleet officer again. So it'd probably be best if you don't die. She's like, well, thank you, Spock. That's so wonderful.
Well, that's the way of saying I don't want you to die, basically.
But that was a very kind of Spock thing to do. Well, it's all about
see,
me.
that makes this is the first time you see inklings of the real Spock instead of what we've been seeing.
So remember, we don't want Spock to get in trouble, so make sure you stay alive.
Yeah.
They open it up, and this acidic acid stuff comes coming in. It's hard for her to breathe. She's rivaling. Yeah. This goes on for the full 2 minutes.
Oh, that's
and we see her rivaling around, thrashing and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a snuff film that everyone's watching.
Yeah,
on the
in
bridge.
some way, I'm almost doing because I don't like Michael Burnham, the character. So it's like this not bothering me too much.
She's basically like it's horrible for her. Then they're like waiting for tachyon readings. Okay,
nothing.
Because that's when the Red Angel shows up. Nothing. And then they're
it gets to like 45%.
Yeah, the oxygen levels, once it reaches a certain thing, they won't be able to resuscitate her. And the captain's like, we need a report. And then Tilly's not saying anything. He's like, Tilly,
you need to focus here.
She's like, oh, no, nothing's changing. You need to
see, Tilly, that stuff would make you now be on the bridge again. You have to be professional here. You can't let your emotions.
And Giorgio's like, we need to save her. Like, she's almost. Do they want to make Section 31 sympathetic? It's so weird.
And she was the Empress in the Terran Empire. Why would she be like that? She wouldn't care. You gotta be ruthless to be that.
She's like, we're gonna go save her. And then Spock pulls out a phaser because apparently he's the only one who has one. He's like, no, we're doing this no matter what. And he's like, and it's really funny because Hugh is like, if we don't get to her, she's gonna die. And he's like, that's the point because she's supposed to be on the verge of death. So they're not saving her. And then everyone's looking around the bridge, and then Admiral tells Pike, it's your call. And he's like, okay, we're going to beam her up. Take her straight to sickbay.
But there was too much interference.
All the interference from the land and, I guess, from that air and stuff, they can't get a lock on her. And even Section 31's like, oh, crap, this isn't working. Yeah. Even Tyler's on the bridge. He's like, freaking crap. We just killed her for no reason. But the Red Angel
she was dead almost for that.
Yeah. She was like, when she had one health point left. That's what she was at. She was blinking. The Red Angel shows up. Then like, okay, good. We're going to capture her now. It flies from the sky, just like Mercy out of Overwatch, shoots the magic beam at her and heals her. And not only does it heal her, it like gives her oxygen.
And it knocks out the two ships that are there.
Yeah.
What weapons does this have? I mean, these weapons would be so beyond anything they can make.
So this little suit has enough energy to basically almost knock two ships offline, shoot the magic ET heart beam to save Michael Burnham's life because the air's still infected.
Yeah.
How's she breathing? Did it put oxygen into her?
They don't explain how that resets.
It's the health beam from Overwatch. It's exactly
ridiculous.
the same exact thing as Mercy.
Someone that probably plays Overwatch thought, let's put this in Star Trek.
And it even has wings like Mercy and flies down and saves her.
And during all this, the guy from 601's looking through like this little like.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when the Simpsons got knocked down, so they had to give him more power because they had to shut down the wormhole.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't have enough power, Captain. They needed to say it, but they didn't say it. Then he's like, okay, I'm going to give you the power you need. He runs down to, like, I guess this override machine. And I guess the override has to do a retina
But basically,
scan.
it looks like when you get your eyes checked.
Yeah, like the air pressure machine.
Yeah.
He does, like, a thing. He has to say some phrase.
Yeah.
And then the computer starts sounding weird. Then he says it again. And then he goes, okay, you got it. Then a little spike clocks him in the eye. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because Gibbs had surgery. I bet you that was worse for him than me.
And my eye surgery... I had a little bit of complications and my eye was really jacked up for a while and it was really painful. When I saw that, I'm like, oh God, no, not again. So I feel for this captain. So, but when it happened, we saw a little blue glow. Did he get infected by this AI thing?
Yep.
And it like changed itself to be bioorganic?
Yeah, the only time, you see, the thing is, as soon as I went on there, it showed right away, but it took too long. That extra 20 seconds was
that AI probably knew it was coming through.
Yeah, yep.
But they are able to get the extra power, Jordan. They were able to get it there. They shut down the wormhole. Okay, activate the Pokeball. They capture it. They pull it down to the grates, the little capture box. They hit it with the EMP. Then they put the shield on it. Boom, they caught her.
Yeah.
And since the EMP hit it, it opened up, and a lady falls out. Of course, it's all in shadow, so you can't see who it is. We're supposed to believe that it's Michael. It looks up at some older black lady.
No, and I was gonna say, and I thought, is that her mom? That's what my first guess was.
Because it didn't look like her.
No, it didn't.
We always thought, okay, they're both black, but that totally isn't Michael Burnham. I'm like, older Michael Burnham from the
really
future
old?
or something?
Or another reality,
and
maybe?
then Michael's like, Mommy. And that's the end of the episode. It was her mom.
Oh, goodness. What?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
The way right now you should see Crimson's face. He looks like he did when Burnham when she was dead. What is this?
The stupid pansexual garbage talk.
Oh, just destroyed this.
I'm gay in every universe. No, you're not. That doesn't belong in Trek.
Why does that even matter?
All the super convenient things. Your parents worked on this thing. Oh, that's why you went to that planet. Oh, there's an energy source there. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do this. And it just keeps way too easy.
Another thing I don't like it too. Remember when they opened up the things to let the air in? They looked like very regular shutters. It was too.
Yeah, like it was like Venetian blinds that you.
Blinds, yeah. That's not Star Trek.
Should it have been more like an energy?
That's like would have the best technology. They can make this suit, but you have to have this old style looking rustic barge thing.
It looks like how my air vents look on my roof.
Yeah, which is fine here, but no.
Yeah, it's the mom, but would it be 100%? It
would be 99.9.
Yeah,
I think.
You're not 100% clone of your parents. You take DNA from your mother and your father, unless they want to be like she cloned herself.
No, maybe the machine. Yeah, the machine can fool their things to make.
Yeah, or maybe Michael's a clone of her mother.
Yeah,
maybe that's it.
Well, that
would be beyond stupid.
Yeah. But wouldn't there be some degradation? Even with a clone, they're supposed to be.
Not when it's Michael.
Oh, she's the best. She does everything. She's the centerpiece for everything in this series.
She not only did she save the multiverses last season, she's saving all sentient life in this universe. I don't know. There's only like 4 more episodes, 3 more episodes.
Thank goodness.
Thank God this is gonna be over with. I cannot stand this garbage.
No,
it is so bad. If this wasn't called Star Trek and it was just called Star Voyagers,
no one would care.
It would just be an okay show.
It would be, and also no
one would watch it either.
It'd be a C-, D+. But this is a complete 0. This episode's a complete 0. It's a negative. That's how bad it was.
All the complete Deus Ex Machina solutions to everything. There's a planet that has the energy. That's real nice. This is what happens when you have to force everything really fast. The only good things, Spock acting more like Spock. Yeah, that's probably it.
I would say the Subaru scene was nice.
When he's standing up to the captain.
And they had with the security talking to Roberta. Those are the only highlights.
We're talking 30 seconds out of about
55-minute episode.
I don't know.
It's just Mandarin junk, and I just this is not Star Trek to me. It's sad. This is pathetic. It just really is.
Michael Burnham's answer to everything.
Oh yeah,
it never spoke of in all of the Trek history.
She would be there with Sisko and Picard.
She is the literal hero of time.
Yeah.
Of all time in the multiverses.
Yeah.
She's the greatest character in Trek history.
Yeah.
How do you top this? Why do you do this?
No.
Why do you make the character who's more important than Picard, more important than Sisko, more important than Spock?
There was other great legends in Star Trek history. We're not saying there wasn't, but they also had a great crew, and they were the sum of their all parts, and they all did their own things. It's always Burnham. Always comes back to her. Always in the series.
So I don't know. I don't even know where they go from here. So they captured her. We found out it's the mom. Hey, Mom, spill the effing beans.
Why didn't you tell us at the beginning? What's all this cryptic stuff for?
I thought it'd be fun. Oh, it's a big joke. There was no end of the world. I just want to see if this thing worked. Wouldn't that be great? There was no threat at all. She just made it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have nothing else to say.
The only inkling I could say that could at least be a little interesting if it turned out to be the Borg, but I doubt it.
It's just some random AI from the supercomputer that we never knew about till now.
No, of course not.
Anything else you remember from the episode?
I'm already forgetting because I don't care anymore. It's so ridiculous. I'm glad Tilly didn't say anything about food. I guess that's a blessing.
Yeah, but we had all the weird sexual talk.
Goodness, ridiculous. I only think Tilly said right there is like, what just happened? What is this?
I think that what you heard was Gene Roddenberry spinning in his grave at 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah. There's no way if he was alive he'd be like, no, this conversation isn't happening.
No, it's
not in this way, not in this context.
You're not doing it the right way.
Because basically, if Stamets would be like, hey, how's it going? How about we come by for some late night studies? She'd be cool with it.
Of course she would.
Bring your little bring your puppy friend over here too.
When do we want to be? What is this? I don't want to know about this.
And she calls Tilly Red. Hey, Red, if you want to join in. What is?
I'm pretty sure. Almost everyone on the ship, she would probably much have sex with. Just that's how she is. She's that type of person. Giorgio, it's like
you sick. And then her outfit's awful. I don't know. I
miss the original Giorgio. Why can't we have her back?
She was like a cool captain, very classic. Do the job, die in the line of duty if you have to.
This is just because they have to make her. Oh, she's that kind of thing.
I'm in control of my sexual organs. Okay, we get it.
That's nice. that's so Star Trek. Come on. I remember when Mudd had it, he called the time crystals. Okay, Mudd's an idiot. I can see him say it, but now they're saying it.
Yeah, couldn't they call it? I would have solved that problem for me personally if they would have called it something really, really crazy. But they go, we'll just call them time crystals so everyone knows what we're talking about.
Temporal crystals. Give me that.
Even at least that's better sounding.
Yeah, than time.
Time crystals.
Oh my gosh. What is this?
So it's a Super Nintendo RPG.
Yeah.
So to make it as simple as possible.
I love Star Trek, and this is just not it.
I don't know why the Red Angel didn't use her ultimate ability, and whatever.
I know her. Because she turned her final form. What is this?
This isn't even my final form. I don't know. Forget it. I don't want to.
I don't want to think about it anymore. This episode's garbage.
I can't wait to. I'm gonna love the comments on this one. I want people to explain how this is. So I want fans to say this meant something to me. Oh, that funeral scene, it hit my heart. I want people to give me their honest. Did that do any of that for you? No. How is that even possible?
It's sad in Orville in the scene when that one guy in engineering died, and we didn't briefly know him, and that meant more to me than that funeral. Yeah, yeah, because what they said was more heartfelt.
Like all her friends are giving these eulogies of okay, I didn't even know he knew this chick all that well.
I know. I thought she just kept to herself. I didn't know. I mean, how much you didn't explain the bridge at all? No character stories.
But that's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're done.
I've been your host, Crimson Sin.
Infantine PCA.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you later. Bye.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.